Hello students, today we are going to study a new topic, that is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Then we will study about linkage and recombination, and at last we will conclude with sex determination. So let's continue with this series of principles of inheritance and variation. So chromosomal theory of inheritance. It was proposed by Sutton and Boveri in 1902. We all are aware that genes are located on chromosomes, and it's the chromosomes that act as carriers of heredity or hereditary information. In a diploid organism, we all know that there are two chromosomes, one from the father, one from the mother. During meiosis, what happens? The chromosomes separate away from each other, and as a result of that, each gamete gets only one chromosome. This theory is in resemblance with Mendel's theory or law of segregation. Afterwards, what happens? Both the male gametes and the female gametes, they fuse, fertilization occurs, new organism comes into place, and what happens? The original chromosomal number gets restored. This was in a pair of chromosome. What happens with different pairs of chromosomes? We all know that each pair of chromosomes has one chromosome coming from father, another chromosome coming from mother. As in the case of humans, we have seen that human beings, as we all know, they have 23 pairs of chromosomes. And what happens? All during meiosis, all these assert themselves independently in consonance with Mendel's theory of or law of independent assortment. Now we all know that each trait, whether it's the eye color, height, or blood group of human beings, they are determined by genes, and the genes are located on chromosomes. So it's the behavioral of the behavior of the chromosomes or the chromosomal behavior, which we find in human beings. They are in synonymous with the laws given by Mendel. Now let us move towards the second topic, linkage and recombination. So what is linkage? It is the tendency of the genes located on the same chromosomes to get inherited altogether in the next generation. If the distance of the linkage is very close, then if the two genes are very close, then it's a strong linkage. But if genes are far, then the linkage is weak, and there is chances of recombination, which is our next topic. Recombination means this is the tendency to form new gene associations or formations. It happens due to crossing over during meiosis. It was amply demonstrated in the case of Drosophila melanogaster, the fruit fly that feeds on ripening fruits. T.S. Morgan studied that the body color, that's black or gray, and the wings, normal or vestigial. Both these gene traits, they were found on this same chromosome, very close to each other, the genes, and as a result of them, that most of them got inherited in the next generation in the offspring. But in some cases, crossing over occurred when the genes were a bit far, and new recombinations took place during meiosis. For example, some fruit flies had black color with long wings. So that was the recombinant new recombinations for you. Now let us move towards another topic, that is sex determination. So sex determination is the mechanism by which the sex is determined of an organism. How does it happen? In humans, it's the XY. That means males XY, females XX. In grasshopper, it's X0. That means females, it's XX, males X0. So in both the cases, it's the male which determines the sex. But in birds, the opposite happens. What happens? The combination here is this ZW. Males ZZ and female ZW. So it's the female which determines the sex of the offspring here. Now let us move towards another term, haplodiploidy. In honeybee, ants and wasps, the case of haplodiploidy is found, in which the male is haploid, female is diploid, male develops from unfertilized egg and female develops from fertilized egg. The fertilized egg in females in due course of time gets developed to honeybee. A honeybee is formed. Now the honeybee may be Rani or Nokrani, that means queen or worker. It depends upon the mode of nutrition. If the larva of the honeybee is fed thoroughly with royal jelly, it becomes queen. But if it is fed with or initially at first with royal jelly and then with pollen and honey, then it becomes worker. So these were some of the terms which we discussed today. So before signing off, I would like to remind you, please like my videos, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, do it now. Thank you. Good night to all of you.